Hello and welcome to Truck Talk Videos. Euro Truck Simulator 2, Volvo F12 of course. Part 4. What modifications can you have on here? So don't you just love that there? Oh, we've actually put the lights into F12. I think that's just amazing myself. I do like that. Let's take a look. Now before we continue, I must say the battery is only on 2 bars, so if it does go, well, it runs out. I've got the other one on charge. First of all, you're going to have a totally flat roof cab, which with another stack, which doesn't look good when you're on a chassis with 3 axles. So your wind deflector, and then of course the best one, which is the high cab with wind deflector. Chassis, what can you have? You can have your 2x4, which doesn't look too bad. I assume you can add side skirts on there. You can have your 6x2, that's good. Your tag lift, which I'm not a big fan of tag lifts, I prefer mid lifts myself. I can have the chassis that we've got here, which is a 6x4. I don't think you can get a mid lift for this. Number plates, there is no number plates on this mod, which I don't think is very good. So then you've got engines, and you only get 2 engines there, and really I should have that one with 1450 RPM. Transmissions, well of course, as I've said, because it's from the 1970s, early 1980s, there is absolutely no I-shift, but there is this one with a retarder, and I will install that one because it's got a retarder. On interior, this is what I was saying about Vanguard, working wagons were all black, and I actually don't mind it black, it's just I don't think it's very appealing, unlike what I've got in, which I will show you in a minute. Colours, very basic on colours, which is a shame really, but I guess that's how it goes. Wow, that is a road train. And I think you know what I've got on, which was a new series last week to do with Australian truck drivers. So that is a bit like the Volvo demonstrator colours, and it's the only one with the lines in. Very, very 1970s, but it still looks good. Still looks good. Jamie's friend Dan, who went on Dudnall's show in 2014, he had, I think it were an F10. His father bought him to do with their tipper business. And Jamie is Paul's son, who owns the Scania 143M from 1994. The only thing is I never got to sit in that, which was a shame. Now on the mirror front you can have your usual black, which just look quite disgusting, they don't look very nice. You can have your paint, which of course looks better. That's all painted. Or you can have black metallic, which I'm not keen on. Maybe if it wasn't so showy then maybe. Ah, I didn't know you could have these in. I used to know that's something I haven't got, which is the indicator, I think. That's strange, when you put the lights on that happens. Very, very odd. Oh, you can have beacons! You can have beacons! strange, but yeah, I don't know what's odd there, but I will stick with that. Door handles, you can't change. Steps, you can only have one option. Wheels, the runner there, of course, the tyre just suits that well. You have these options, which is a bit like American Truck Simulator. But I thought I'd go with standard because standard gloss there. That's the Elite, which looks quite nice. Dark silver. Eastern Eagle, which I don't think it suits it. American Dream. Too chromy. Absolute Fury. That's quite nice. And that's Absolute Fury Gloss. And that doesn't look absolutely perfect. So here on your catwalk, you can have these options. You can either just have this one, which is just black. And I'm going to zoom out here because it's a waste of time if I don't. And as you can see, there's absolutely nothing there. You can have your side skirt 1, which doesn't look quite nice with Volvo inserted there. That looks pretty nice. Side skirt 2, obviously with your exhaust. And of course your full side skirt, which just looks absolutely awesome. I know I don't like that word, but awesome. This here basically paint, or not paint. Looks a lot better with paint, doesn't it? That is just there to add that bit, which is better. And of course, unlike many Trax units of the day, which I forgot to mention, look at that massive side locker there. A lot bigger. You can Iranian oil. I know it's to do with Iranian oil. The only thing is absolutely nothing there. The livery doesn't seem to be available for that, which I don't think is good. And I don't really mind that there. It looks good. Looks like you just bought it from Iran. It's just, I just prefer the F12. So here, sides. This is of course for aerodynamic reasons and saving fuel. You can have this one, which is your standard one, which won't save you a lot of fuel. You can have this one, which looks very good, which will save you a bit more fuel. Or you can have your full option, which will save you a lot of fuel. But I'm not keen on this. I know it matches up there, but it just, I don't know, to me, it doesn't look right. You have your 2 steps, you can just tell it is an F12, you can just tell. So, round the back here, got your 2 Suzis, your 2 airlines. There's no options there. 5th, this is more like it. So obviously your wheel arches and your mud guards, of course, as we call them. That just doesn't suit it whatsoever. I honestly don't know what change that made. Something around here. And this one, it's just one. I'm not keen on that. I think your basic, your first option's best. And then round here, the back of the chassis, you only have your normal stock lights. And of course, unable to find items matching your folders, your filters. So there's nothing here, there's no number plates. I think the author intended number plates, but for some reason he doesn't put them on. Hopefully there'll be an update when the new Italian edition add-on comes out, because that's when you will have to go back to the store, which is so annoying. So yeah, I've got the two stacks there, your massive air filter there, which is a shame it's only black, you know, shame you can't paint it. Don't know if that's your side mirror. Yes, it's a side mirror, and I've already got that on, so there isn't much left. Up here you can add green lights on light interior, or even your two beacons. Here is some unusual lights, very different lights, very nice lights, but very different. And then here it's your free row, which I'm guessing you can add your beacons, or even them lights, which will look, oh yeah, which one look, they do. They look good. I'll have two of them. Let's waste more money. They can only have your Globetrotter. Now there, have your blue. You can have your green, or you can have your red, and that's basically like Dan's Volvo red. So I chose that, and it suits it. Suits the whole Volvo colour. That your mirrors? That's your mirrors. Yep, that's your mirrors. Here at the front of the windscreen, custom. I don't know what's custom. Well, I've tried this and I don't like it. Front, honestly, what is the point? I haven't drove it out with that, and I like it. I like the fact that it's darker for your eyes, but you jump in the cab. Maybe if it didn't have that, which looks like, well, tape, and then left there. I mean, whether that'd show when you're out in the real world, let's try it. But I'd tell me, what is the point of that? I honestly don't get it. I don't like chrome, but I thought it didn't look good. Here you can have your driver's plates, which unfortunately the chrome does cover, so there's sort of no point really. This you can have black, which I don't like. That's not nice. You can have this one with Volvo with nothing but Volvo on, which is a bit too plain, I think. You can have your Grille, which is your black Grille here, which I quite like. Black with white lines in, which I'm not that keen on. Or you can have full paint, white, or whatever colour you choose, which looks perfect and just like the Volvos that you would have seen on the road back then. And of course, around the edges of the grille you can have grey or chrome. Chrome is just way too flash unless you have everything chrome, in my opinion. Front slots, which are of course these for your lights. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. You can have wipers though, which are found on all Volvos, which I quite like. Now this here, you can have a light there, of course, which does flash orange when your indicator comes on. So you can have an iron style, which doesn't like a big American Peterbilt in a certain film. You can have paint down there, which actually looks pretty decent. And then you can have your other lights hanging on, which is a bit... It looks alright, obviously not them lights of course, but it does look alright. Then you've got your iron style 2 here, which I'm really not keen on, but again, you can put your old lights on, or your round lights on. Down to 1 bar now guys, so I'll have to end this video soon. Iron style 2 again, which I don't like. Just iron style, and then this is just the grey bumper, which I quite like, but I prefer the full front. What I do like, by the way, which I'll zoom in and show you, is look at the wires there. Look at that. There's nothing here. It's so basic. The wires are just sticking out, which I just love. I will try them wipers. And of course, in the interior, all the cupboards. Even though what I should do though is get that back into orange. Exclusive mod. And then basically all the changes inside is you can have different steering wheels, which I'll show you quick. You can have your standard, which is pretty boring, plain, not that keen on. Have your standard 2, which looks like a zebra. You can have your expensive or your expensive 2 with grips, but I prefer the expensive one for some reason. You can have your tray there, you can have all these on, so your travel bag there. Have your pink one if you are a female or like Gage, or you can have your cool box, which is just way too big for there. It fits nicely, it's too big. I imagine that here is your cassette where you put your old tape in. Up here you see the radio. That's either your radio, which it could be, looks it to me, or it could be a tachograph, but I doubt it because I thought it was on logbooks then. More cupboards here, sunroof and escape hatch in case it rolls. Looks a very hard bed. That looks more comfortable, but who knows, I've never been in one of these. And then of course you have all your options here, of course, which is another mod I've got installed. And that's about it. That's what it wraps it up really for what you can and what you can't have. I'll just confirm